Well, my private investigator has failed to turn up any leads on Timmy. Fear not. Detective Nightingale is on the case.
My dad's got a big favour to ask you.
Cindy's not putting you out of business. Not without a fight.
How are you going to track Timmy down on your own? You're a lawyer, James. You're not Hercules Faro.
For the last time, it is Hercule Poirot. How many David Suchet marathons must I force you to sit through?
You only hired your PI yesterday. Give him a chance. Besides, haven't you got that meeting today with the fancy pants lawyer? I thought merging the firms was going to put D Valley Law back on the map.
Finding Perry Stalker is more important than my career. Juliet was right. And so were you.
I didn't mean take it to extremes. Listen, you can have a career and you can also support the girls. They're not mutually exclusive.
Morning. When Juliet wakes up, can you tell her I've gone for a walk in the park?
I'll get you. Morning exercise.
I just don't really want to be in my room longer than I have to be. You know, even with the cameras gone, I still can't hold Juliet without it feeling weird. I hate this.
It won't feel like that forever. I promise. Every minute that Timmy Simmons is free is another minute that Perry and Juliet don't feel safe. That ends. I find him today.
And how are you going to do it? Because that slimy little creep didn't have a friend in the world.
That is not strictly true, Hastings.
Brooke, this is pointless. Cindy's made a decision. Sweater Thunberg's out of business.
We'll change Cindy's mind. When we have the fashion show, she'll see just how many people around here want clothes that are upcycled and upmarket.
Try telling the punters that. There's no way I'm gonna make up my rent before Friday.
Do you know who this is?
Another superhero franchise nobody asked for.
No, it's Daniel Granger. He's dressed up as World Warrior to raise awareness about recycling. He's a doctor from Leatherbridge, an ordinary guy. If he can make a difference, so can we.
Who's responsible for this? As if I had to ask.
Cindy's not renewing my lease. I've got a week to pack up, and then I don't know what I'll do.
Well, that's ridiculous. You're the most environmentally conscious stall on this market.
Which is why we're fighting back. What Ripley does for this village is way too important. They're too important to me.
Listen, people like Cindy Cunningham, they're part of the problem. All right, they're happy to sign a petition or put a penny in a charity box, but when it comes to actually changing their lifestyle, it's all too much effort. No, get those outfits ready for the fashion show. I'm gonna save the planet from Cindy Cunningham.
I'm really not sure. I wasn't even planning on going to the hospital ball.
Oh, come on. Ali's been given a research grant. Someone's got to give a little speech to introduce him, and I thought we were better than you.
That's a great idea, Shaq. Maybe you could start with some funny stories of our time at university. Maybe about how we met. Although, don't go into too much detail, obviously. Want to keep it PG.
Dad, too weird.
I'm really not much of a writer. I wouldn't even know what to say.
Start with something personal. Like how I saved your job.
I'm sorry. I'm just not that comfy speaking in front of all those people.
Well, I could help. My wedding speech was hilarious. I know I didn't actually go through with it, but if I did, that speech would have killed.
I said no, Shaq.
My dad saved your career. You can't do this one thing for him.
You know, if Miss Bird doesn't want to write the speech, then let's not force her to do something she doesn't want to.
You know what? Just forget it.
Wait. You're right. We'll do it together. I'll write you a speech to remember.
Ta-da! What do you think?
It's for Brooke's fashion show. They're protesting Cindy trying to shut down Ripley's stall. And I said I would show my support by strutting my stuff on the catwalk.
I'm surprised you didn't ask me.
You know, given my really successful modelling career.
Well, I thought you might have too much on your plate, you know, with the whole Ella situation.
To be honest, it would be a nice distraction. I can pull an outfit together.
I'll tell Brooke you're in. How did it go with Ella?
As well as can be expected. Basically, I'm a wicked witch who hates her boyfriend and doesn't want them to be happy.
You don't hate Charlie. Ella knows that.
Calling the police on him wasn't exactly a glowing endorsement. We are doing the right thing, aren't we?
Oh, I don't know, but what choice do we have? I mean, they're going to have sex no matter what we say, and at least this way we're making sure they're being safe. Can you imagine if Charlie got Ella pregnant?
Ella would never be so stupid.
Do you want me to speak to her for you, see if I can smooth over the troubled waters?
No, I've told you. It's fine. You know, kids say things they don't mean all the time. It's just part of being a mum, isn't it?
True. I'll see you on the catwalk.
Just the man.
Getting on with a bit of business. No rest for the wicked, eh?
Well, that explains why he always looks so tired and jowly. Where's Timmy?
I wish I could help you. Really. But I've already told the police everything I know.
See, if you're an honest man, that might seem credible. You were his employer. I'm guessing you have a second number for him or an email?
Like I said, I'm afraid I can't help.
Perry and Juliet had their privacy violated by that delusional stalker, and you employed him. You owe it to them to help.
All right. One thing I do know about Timmy, he's a coward. And cowards don't come back. So trust me, you've seen the last of him.
I was going to ask you for some legal advice. That scumbag kicked us out the dog, but I can see you've got your own problems.
Fergus is lying. He has to be.
Even if he is lying, you're not going to find any answers running around playing detective.
Look, I have to find Timmy. It's the only way Perry and Juliet can get their lives back.
Don't do anything stupid, okay? I don't want you ending up in prison.
I have no intention of going to prison.
Well, how far are you prepared to go? I mean, what is this? Is this justice or revenge? Because trust me, okay, the best thing that you could do for those girls is to leave Timmy to the police.
Oi, you little Miss Corporate, why are you putting Ripley out of business?
Because I only need one clothing store and Nick can actually pay his rent.
Well, you've got a fight in your hands, because this fashion show's going ahead. You'll see. We're going to put Sweater Thunberg on the map. It'll be so big even you can't shut us down. People in Hollyoaks, they believe in green.
Oh, enough with the Save the Earth malarkey. I do my bit. Yeah, like that drinking fountain I put in here last year. Oh.
People like Ripley make a difference. Look, second-hand clobber, it's not just about eco-friendly, it's stylish and cool. When I was in Thailand...
Oh, Zara, we've all heard about your gap year in Thailand. Life tip, just because you bought the plane ticket doesn't make you interesting.
Life tip. Just because you own an overpriced market stall in Chester does not make you Deborah Meaden. Are you seriously going to put profit before the environment?
Oh, I'd happily burn fridges in my back garden if it meant ending this conversation.
You haven't changed a bit. You're still the same Cindy Cunningham. Stuck up, hard-nosed and selfish.
All I do, day in, day out, is look after your brother, so don't you dare call me selfish.
Okay, I'm sorry. I know that you do a lot for Luke, but this is more than one market stall. This is about the world that we leave behind.
This bazaar is what feeds my family. And I can't jeopardise that with an unprofitable business. I haven't got time to care about the world right now. Luke is my world.
Wow. You're looking slightly more geekier than usual. Guess that means you're going to merge your phone with that big wig legal eagle.
With your blessing, of course. Look, I know it feels like you're going to be free of Timmy, but the worst is over. Wherever he is right now, he can't hurt you anymore.
Thanks. You know, for a cold, ruthless lawyer, deep down, you're actually kind of sweet.
You'll never prove it in court.
Oi! Were you playing out, you perv?
Well, it's not like it's your first time in front of a camera. Nice bedroom, by the way.
Timmy showed you that footage?
Who's Timmy? Oh, right, you don't know about the website.
Website?
Duh. People on the dark web pay good money to see you two. Oh, they did until the live feed went down. Young Blonde 183 has a huge following. Personally, I'm a fan of Skinny Brunette 109. And that lacy green nightie of yours.
How dare you speak to her like that?
Okay, Boomer. Smile. You're famous.
Hey, come back here!
I feel sick. If some random in the park has seen that live feed, then who else has?